What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Something Amazing. You're with me.
My name is Jeff.
And in this week's episode of Something Amazing, we're going to be unboxing the new monitor that we had purchased at the Rage Expo from Matrix Warehouse, which is the Dell 27-inch gaming monitor. This is the model number s2719DGF. It's 144 Hz 1440p or 2K gaming monitor. Yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, so once you open up the box, the first thing you have is some documentation, and then you have an HDMI 2.0 cable. You have a USB hub cable because the monitor has USB ports on the monitor itself. The next thing is you have the base plate, and you have the back arm of the monitor, which has a 100 by 100 VESA mount, which has a quick release plate. So this monitor basically can be mounted on any desktop arm or any wall mount, etc. Alright, so the color of this monitor is actually called Recon Blue. It looks more gray, but it has an extremely good finish on it. It has an extremely good build quality, and one of the main reasons we went for this monitor, firstly it was the price point. It came in at 5,700 Rand was the deal that we had got, and we had got it with obviously the backpack. The second thing is it is a 144 Hz gaming monitor, and it's factory overclocked to 155 Hz when using the DisplayPort 1.2 cable. They do provide a HDMI 2.0 cable, which you will be able to use AMD FreeSync, and you'll be able to get 144 Hz. But if you want the 155 Hz, you'll need to purchase an additional DisplayPort cable. Unfortunately, I looked everywhere with all the suppliers around, like Computers Only, Matrix Warehouse themselves, Incredible Connection, Eve Tech as well, and nobody seems to have any DisplayPort cables in stock. So hopefully we'll get one in the future to test that functionality out. The monitor itself, it has extremely thin lines. It has almost no bezels around the sides and the top of the monitor, except at the bottom of the monitor where you got the Dell logo. It is a 27-inch 1440p with a resolution of 2560 by 1440. It is a TN monitor, and so I had a big concern, obviously, gaming, and we do video editing. So my concern obviously was color accuracy. A lot of people say you should go IPS panels, and my previous gaming monitor was a LG 25-inch wide full HD IPS monitor, but that was running at 66 Hz. And what I found obviously was I would get a lot of screen tearing and a lot of stuttering as well when playing games, which affected competitive gameplay, especially when playing all these FPS titles. Surprisingly, this monitor has a 98% color gamut of the sRGB color gamut, and I thought there was a friend of mine that actually has Adobe Premiere Pro, and he uses one of these monitors, and he says he doesn't notice any difference. Obviously, we tried to aim for the 100% color gamut. This has an Adobe RGB range of 78%, which is quite good when I compare it obviously to my ASUS Strix monitor that I'm using on my laptop for editing. So this is slightly better than that, so hopefully it will give us good results in the future. Then the other thing that made us want to go for this monitor was the reviews around the reviews that I read. The first review I found was on Tom's Hardware, and I'll put a link to that article in the description box below. And just to quote what they said in that article, Today we're checking out the Dell's s2719DGF, the 27-inch TN panel with the 155 Hz overclock, FreeSync, QHD resolution. It's also one of the best looking TN screens we've ever seen. In actual use, it can be mistaken for an IPS display, and that's saying something. The second thing was we had come across a video that was published on the 3rd of September by the YouTube channel 10 Best Ones, and they did a comparison of monitors to give the top 5 best 27-inch monitors in 2019, and they compared it to the Viotech GN27DB, the ASUS VG278Q, the ASUS ROG PG279Q, the BenQ PD2700Q, and the Dell came out number 1 there in that review. And I'll link that video in the description box if you would like to check that out. So, like I said, the big issue we had obviously was screen tearing when gaming. And it's a tough one to find that balance, because if you're going to go for an IPS display that's going to give you that brighter colors, you're not necessarily going to have that high refresh rates that your TN panels or your VA panels would give you. For example, your VA panels obviously have higher contrast ratios, but then those monitors obviously come in at a significantly higher price point. The other big thing about why we chose the Dell monitor, every review that I had read said that out of the box it has the best color accuracy, and this was also mentioned in the Tom's Hardware Guide. Also, Dell has the anti-glare coating on the screen, so that if your monitor is in direct sunlight, you're not going to get so much of those reflections, and it won't be disturbing when viewing the monitor. So yeah, those were some of the reasons that we chose this monitor. Also, we went with AMD FreeSync, but this Dell monitor is also listed on NVIDIA's G-Sync compatible monitors, so that in the future, because I have the Strix RX 580, but in the future if I do upgrade to an NVIDIA card, this monitor is capable of G-Sync as well, which is very rare still on the monitors that are out there. There's a very short list of monitors that are G-Sync capable. So the fact that this can run AMD FreeSync and G-Sync, it's really a positive, because you can use GPUs from either stable, either AMD or NVIDIA. Okay, so when looking at the back panel, you basically got the DisplayPort 1.2. It has one HDMI 1.4 port, and it has one HDMI 2.0 port. It also has a 3.5mm audio jack in and out, and it's got 2 USB 3.0 ports. Obviously, it has the USB hub that connects to your PC. So the benefit of this is that it also, before I forget, at the front panel, it also has an additional 2 USB 3.0 ports, of which one port is fast charging capable. So you can plug in your phone there and have fast charging for your mobile device or any other electronic devices that you have that is fast charging capable. It negates the situation where you now need to plug in your hard drive at the back of your PC, which may not be close at hand, or if you got a I/O panel that's sitting at the top of your tower, like I've got the H500P case, which is a massive tower, and you always have to get off your seat. It's not like it takes a lot of energy to get up, but it's just convenient that you can now plug in your hard drives or any other devices. If you're running a wireless keyboard or mouse, you can have the receiver dongles close to your peripherals, for example. The other thing is, with the adaptive sync technology, the reviews we read that it's quite good, so we shouldn't see any stuttering or any screen tearing, even though we may not be hitting the 144 FPS mark in some titles, but the adaptive sync should synchronize the games with the refresh rate. Alright, just to touch on the mobility of this monitor, it can be used in a landscape mode, or the monitor can be turned to a full portrait mode use. The monitor itself, the back arm of the monitor has full rotation. It can turn 90 degrees to the right or left on either side. And the tilt functionality of the screen, it can tilt 5 degrees forward and 20 degrees back. So it has enough adjustment, which is easy. You can do it one-handedly, and enough adjustment so that you can get the perfect viewing angle. Yeah, so we're going to be testing out this monitor. We're going to get it set up, and we'll have another video for you in the future, sharing our experience with this gaming monitor and tell you more about how it's been editing on this panel and how it's been gaming on this panel. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.